Hello everyone, good morning, happy Monday. How are you guys doing today? Give me a 5x5 if you can hear me loud and clear. Thank you guys. Okay, so let's start. I'm looking at NASDAQ NQM24 and I'm on weekly chart. So I'm gonna take this week from the weekly chart, the low as it's on weekly, as it's on higher time frame, price will be sensitive at the low at the upper quadrant. So I'm expecting a rejection once price touches the low of this rejection block. So here comes the low, and then we got the upper quadrant. Then we have consequent encroachment up here. And I'll be expecting price to get sensitive at the low, if not then at the upper quadrant. Let's go to lower time frame, daily chart. And on daily chart we are inside our previous day candle. So whenever we are trading like this, it becomes a low probability situation. So far seems like we are trading in high resistance, right, on lower time frame, trending bullish. So we get to see this kind of price action when we are inside the previous daily candle bar. So our previous daily candle here, and we are trading inside this candle. So we'll be watching 930, macro 950, 1020 and 1050 as well. We'll see if we can find any setup. Not gonna force it today. So let's go to the 4-hour. We have an inversion here, aligning with the low of that weekly rejection block. Weekly candles weak. So I'm gonna mark the fair value gap, and inside this fair value gap we have two quadrant levels, low and the upper quadrant, lower quadrant. So CB, it's more like a BPR, right? I'm gonna mark it as BPR from 4-hour. Okay, looking good. Now I'll be dropping down to hourly chart. We already did a stop hunt up here, touch the fair value gap, touch the BPR, also the low. I think we touched it as well. Hourly chart, we can target this swing low if price is coming lower, showing willingness to reject. Yes, hourly CB is also coming inside the BPR, so that's looking good. We have buy side liquidity though, and we are into a position of like seeing a war. I don't think like it will escalate, but if it's escalating, then a bullish price action throughout the whole week seems nice. We have equal lows here as well, relative equal lows, multiple relative equal low. So we'll see how this week goes. $50-minute chart, 5-minute. and 1 minute chart. So after the news, just right after the news, we had a setup visible. I don't know if anyone saw it, so I'm gonna just outline it for you all. We had sell side liquidity down here, did a stop hunt, right? And there comes your inversion. Price closed the body above, then retest entry basically, and then a push higher. Why this is sell side liquidity, not the low below? Price can go below, like if you look at past price behavior, price is just trending after doing short-term liquidity, short-term stop hunt. So see that price is not going below the major lows. The long-term lows are staying here and the short-term lows are getting taken, and then price is trending higher. So we're not basically entering as soon as you see a stop hunt, but entering after you see a model getting activated. So here we have inversion, close, and target is all the way up at this point. So setup appeared at 8:33 just after the news. So in our upcoming 3-day workshop, I'll be sharing multiple news trading models like market maker buy and sell model that are useful at news. So this is gonna be one of it. So now we'll wait for 920 macro to get visible. I see a small breaker with fair value gap. No, everyone will have to book the place for up 3-day workshop. It's not going to be included inside the mentorship. Yes, it will be recorded. It will be like the previous 3-day workshop. We'll do it live, so it will be recorded and uploaded on YouTube. Very soon, Mirko. Arnold, is the volume a little soft for the rest too? What do you mean, the volume? They all are moving same. Dow is cleaner compared to Nasdaq. It did a stop hunt just down here. Okay, we do it. Is it a stop hunt? Okay, it's not a stop hunt. Oh, you mean the stream volume? No, it's good, I think. So we are about to touch the low again from the weekly chart. Let's see. Yes, basically that's what I'm watching, the classic hourly CB and BPR with key level at consequent encroachment of hourly. Yes. We'll also be looking for a SMT up here. So it's still not visible. Good morning, Dale. What's up, Jimmy? A lot of liquidity being generated, right? Relative equal lows. We're just doing short term. We're just doing short term stop, going below short term swing lows, and then pushing higher and leaving all the major sell side liquidity. So I think 930 will open lower. Price is doing usual Monday stuff. We have a SMT now. So you waiting for a sweep of the high? Yes, I was waiting for a sweep, but now I see a SMT. Let's see if price is gonna respect it or not. It came with ES only. Everyone is largely long on top step. I was expecting the long as well, but seeing all this liquidity being left, we'll see if price is delivering this liquidity be prior to 930, delivering liquidity below sell side, then 930 will open higher. If we still have like these very equal lows left, then I think 930 will push lower. We have a fair value gap that turned into inversion. Hi Michael, good to see you here. So see, we're just coming down, doing stop hunt below short-term lows, and then we are pushing higher again. So I'll be waiting for price to get inside macro and show me like clean setup, obvious draw. coming for the swing high up here. I think this low will be good for a target at 930. It's also aligning with the unfilled fair value gap from 15 minute. See that we have it here, and it's just below the swing low. Why would I expect a reversal from here? Because I think Alex, you joined late. I already explained it. That's the BPR of we have a weekly rejection block. If you go on weekly chart, you will find these lines here. These are the quadrant levels from weekly chart, weekly candles week. So from rejection, that's the low, that's the upper quadrant. Here comes the consequent encroachment, and these two quadrant levels are also aligning with BPR, also a fair value gap SCB from hourly chart. They are also staying at premium, right? So that's why. And we have trendline liquidity staying down here, multiple sell side liquidity, a lot of relative equal lows. So we'll see what price does. So we got some order blocks now. We can also use them as breaker if price is coming down. You also hit the low of the rejection block. Michael will be able to understand more about the order blocks once I release the 3-day workshop. But basically here, what happened, we are pushing higher, right? We closed above these down close candles. So whenever we get traded above, when we are bullish and trading above down close candles, if there are multiple down close candles, that becomes a order block. It's also coming with fair value gap. Do you see that? So this type of scenarios are high probability for a trend continuation. Order block with fair value gap. It's very easy though. That's the general theory. Last down close, last up close candles. I see a SMT with Dow. Dow is still not above the swing high, this swing high. It's not a breaker block yet. It's gonna be breaker after we close below. These down close candles will become breaker once we go below these down close candles. We're trading inside our macro now. See how price left equal highs. It's also left some equal lows. I think we're gonna get support again from this bullish fair value gap. I would like to see it's getting disrespected, not getting respected, but so far with the theory, with the logic, it seems we are gonna get respected. As we left these equal highs, we are trending bullish. We're just moving higher after doing short-term liquidity delivery. So I'll still wait. I don't like how price left equal highs up here. Usually if the setup is here, it becomes visible by 9:26 or something like that. Inversion, and this is gonna be the breaker. I don't like this equal highs, but we have I wanted to see this price dropping clean without generating these equal highs. Also on ES, we are looking at 5-minute chart. There's equal highs up here. See that? So I think this is just a manipulation that's happening. We'll see. I don't like this. When I'm expecting short, I don't want to see this on price, because it's still a target for price, and we are trending bullish. So if I'm taking a trade, if I'm taking a reverse position, I'll have to see the opposite direction clean, getting distributed equally, but here it's not balanced. I think what's gonna happen, folks, we're still gonna be trending higher after doing a stop hunt below this swing low. So something like this. I was expecting short because of the liquidity here and because of the unfilled fair value gap on 50-minute chart. These candles are from 15-minute. $9.29. I think we're gonna be dropping, doing a stop hunt at 9:30. I'm gonna be pushing higher again. Yes, Alex, I still don't have the signal to short. It's not clean, so I'm not gonna do it. So we did reverse, right? We reversed by leaving all these equal highs. Tricky market structure. And we came to where? The fair value gap I was seeing as a draw. Our 830 inversion. So we had a very nice analysis. If there was no equal highs, then I would have executed at this inversion. We closed below as well, did a nice retest, and then we dropped. And that's the view I came with this morning to see a reversal from the low of that weekly candles week, this one. So the reversal did appeared, not so clean. There was also high probability target, this 50-minute fair value gap. So our theory, yes, classic, our theory of order block, when we have order block inside, when we have order block and a fair value gap, and that fair value gap becomes an inversion, it works as a high probability resistance area. This is what worked here very nicely. You also did a stop hunt last fair value gap prior to the stop hunt. I took it on my demo. Recently my demo trades are like the trades that I'm confused about. I'm not thinking low probability. Those trades are getting hit on my TP, and the trades that I think, okay, it's a high probability, those are turning into a losing trade. Usual trading trader thing. It was too early for shorts, right? And now see, we are delivering. This is the cleanest 9:30 delivery that I saw this so far this month. We're smashing through all the sell side liquidities that we have. So it's good to see that my whole point of view, the whole narrative was correct. I wish market did like a clean structure before dropping. Anyway, we have liquidity here, and we also, there's another logic that we reversed from here. We basically touched the regular trading hour gap from last week up here. So very, very beautiful that we rejected from this point. And now we are feeling the whole gap. Let's see if we can do that. This most likely will be working as resistance now. It worked as support. Support is now broken. Very likely it will work as an inversion again. So resistance. I'm seeing it now. There's SMT with ES, yes, with the high, but NQ didn't. Yes. Why didn't you mark the two fair value gaps as inversion? This one was the major one. That's why. 836 to 908 candles. Yes, ESD sweep. Just looking now. We had SMT pretty clear setup actually. I saw it, folks. Okay, this was the whole narrative from the morning, but because of these small equal highs, I was not willing to take it. So hit the inversion. I think we'll be going short again. It's a very powerful PD area though. Let's see if it works. I think we don't have a SMT down here, right? Let me check. I think we don't have a SMT. Okay, we don't have a SMT. We generated this equal low. We have SMT where? I'm looking it on sell side. I'm looking it on sell side. I don't see it. If there's SMT, then I'm not gonna execute. If there's not, then I think we'll be able to take it. I don't see the SMT. From 8:30 to now, if there's a SMT, then it's a low probability trade idea. So we have a SMT with 830 lows. I just saw it now. Yeah, I just saw it now. Thank you guys. So because of the SMT, we're gonna be pushing higher. I was looking at this low and this one. So 830 has that SMT. We have a breaker now. So the pattern is very clear here. Breaker with fair value gap. So we did a stop hunt, right? We have a SMT and we have two fair value gaps that turned into inversion. So no retest. Also trading outside macro. We left these equal highs. I think we'll be coming back for it again. We didn't sweep it at 930. So most likely 950 will work as a reversal macro. Like the reversal already happened, so basically a continuation. We'll see. So this is our buy side now. Yes, I think we're gonna be pushing higher. This breaker most likely on hold. If we're coming down, getting support from this inversion, I believe we're gonna be coming. This is gonna be the draw, this equal high. Because if you look at NQ 5-minute chart on regular trading hour, you see a breaker, and we also came and touched the low of this regular trading hour gap that recently got generated. Also have a SMT down here, so breaker from regular trading hour, electronic trading hour, and we'll see. This inversion will decide if we want to trend higher or not. This 50-minute candle is also closing, so most likely it will have a big wick, and I believe the consequent encroachment of this wick will be aligning with this inversion. So let's see how this one closes. No, that doesn't mean anything. It already got activated, traded. It has no value to me anymore. Like volume imbalances are lowest probability PD area to trade from. From my experience, that's what I found. So I don't basically care much about them. If I'm already in a trade and then suppose price formed a volume imbalance, then I will expect price to respect it and manage my stop loss accordingly with that. But I won't take an entry with this. if we are leaving these equal highs, see the generation of equal highs, and then dropping to this inversion, I would be very much interested in entry. Okay, we cleared out. Still didn't hit this fair value gap. So see, this was the narrative, seeing this candle coming down, hitting this inversion, also the consequent encroachment of this 50-minute candle would be nice. I'm gonna be tape reading this one. Look at the time, it's outside macro, and I feel like the draw is gonna be this buy side liquidity. So we'll wait if price is still hovering inside this inversion when we are at 950. I'll consider it as an entry. If you look at hourly chart, there are a couple of bullish PD arrays that's aligning. Look at this order block coming just inside the inversion. So stop loss below this inversion is very logical. I'm not gonna be expecting price to go below it. Also SMT, very nice. We also have unfilled fair value gap. I think this is just gonna be a false breaker, and price will trend higher again. I'm waiting for 950 macro to, every single trade that I'm outlining, I'm demoing it. I'm only taking entries once everything aligning, time, then high and low probability scenarios. So as it's being outside macro, I'm not considering it as entry yet. So we hit this hourly order block again. This hourly candle is about to close in 11 minutes. So we hit the consequent encroachment of this candle, right? I would like to see price respecting it. If it's respecting, if this candle is closing above the consequent encroachment, we are basically bullish. And we closed above the consequent encroachment. Very nice. 949. $40. I think we're going to be closing above. So just eyeballing the measurement, I think it's not perfect. It's going to be somewhere here. The whole narrative is seeing this candle closing above. Come on, price is giving me entry outside macro. That's what I've been telling you guys, that the trades I'm taking on demo has like very high win rate, and the trades that I'm waiting for all those high probability signals, and price is basically not giving it to me. 950. Very nice. So see how this hourly order block I showed you guys earlier worked inside this inversion. Probably price won't give you entry, it's okay. We have a breaker here, see that? So that's most likely will work as a false breaker, and that's gonna be very likely a draw. Just waiting to see how this candle closes, and if we are getting a retest again at the next candle, I'll take it as entry. One minute more. Anyone took this trade already? Let me know in the chat if anyone took it. We came up, right? We failed to tap inside this fair value gap again. If we are retesting this inversion now, I think we'll be pushing higher. So that's what I would like to see, not coming inside the fair value gap, leaving it unfilled, then coming down again, then retesting and pushing higher. If it's doing that, I'll have an entry. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be watching it. 230 ticks of delivery. This 50-minute closing above the consequent encroachment. So the whole narrative is working very nicely. If price was inside macro, I would have gotten like I would have put a limit order here. That's what I did on my demo, and with a stop loss just down here. So a demo trade is running, but I'm not in this position. So far it's delivering 100 ticks. Why it should return? If it was returning, that's what I said. Like, if price was potentially coming back down here at the next 50-minute next candle, then I would have thought about taking an entry. Very nice trade so far. We have a very nice tape reading session, right? That's what I would say. We had a very nice reading here. Again, very nice reading, but entry came outside macro. What can I do? But I'm glad to see that we are starting our week with good callings. So I think this week will be good. Inshallah, I think this week will be good. I think we'll be able to close this week in profit, because price action is good. So that's our order block now, bullish order block. False breaker. Very likely that's gonna be a false breaker. Demo trade, you mean your evils? Yes. Evil, yes, from Top Step. So this can be those the folks who are not journaling, you know, trust me, you should do that. Now that's a model on its own, right? We have a SMT, fair value gap turning into inversion, price going above. It's also this whole structure is also giving you idea of this down close candles can potentially work as a false breaker. So next time when you see a pattern like this, you'll be able to trust the inversion rather than trusting the breaker up here. The reason being we have equal highs all the way up at this point. Now if you are in this trade, your stop loss must be at break even. The reason being we have an order block. Okay, price should not disrespect this order block if it wanna trend higher. So if you measure it, price should be sensitive at the high, lower quadrant, and the mean threshold. So your stock can be like something like this, and price should respect these levels. If it's not respecting, then this breaker most likely is working. You touch the lower quadrant, right? Sorry, upper quadrant. There's a SMT up. Where did it formed? Last line of defense, the mean threshold. Yeah, I still don't have an entry on my funded account, so I'm good. If it's turning into a winning trade, I don't care. If it's giving like turning into a losing trade, I don't care. What I care about if I have a good read or not, because the same thing I'll be repeating again, and that's when I'll have a entry. $9.59 mean threshold. This is where my eyes are. We are 1 minute. We are closing this 50-minute candle in 1 minute. New candle. So I think all of you must use this indicator You know, that will probably you won't understand the power of 3 now, but once you look at this candle, how they're opening and closing, this will give you a good idea how the next candle can behave after a while. Damn, everyone is asking me about the indicator every day. It's ICT HTF candles by Fadi. It's not that one though, okay? I'm just telling you guys the free one because this is a paid one, Power of 3 Pro Plus. So if you're willing to pay for it, then go for this one. I think this is better than what Fadi did, showing only one chart. I have other charts open here, so I only need to see one. But if you don't have the subscription, then you can go with Fadi. Very nice respect of the mean threshold or the block, and a very nice push. Again, expecting this to work as a false breaker. What do I see? I already shared it, Michael. When price was at this point, I see this as a draw. I see this fair value gap turning into inversion. I see this 50-minute candle pushing higher. Again, 50-minute fair value gap turning into inversion. That's what I see. I see price respecting the rejection block here. The new candle that opened the rejection block. So we'll see what happens. If this is turning into inversion, then probably will go lower. This should not be getting violated. This fair value gap. Okay, it's getting violated, right? Okay, it did got violated. Okay, so I see a trade idea here. Wait. I'll just wait for this candle to close. Target's gonna be this low. Come on, retest. See that between it fair value gap. So very likely this will hold. If this is holding, then we are good for a short. Fair value gap. This would be my entry. So something like this with a stop loss just above the inversion and targeting the slowdown here. So I'll wait and see how the candles are closing. If the trade is here, I'm not gonna miss it. So I wanna see if this is a false signal, if you still wanna trend higher or not. So the candles that will form here will tell us if we wanna go lower or if we still wanna push higher. Damn, it dropped already. Okay, I'm taking the entry. My stop loss, again, I'll put it, either way I'm getting a 2R. Okay, not 2R, I'm gonna hold until this point. Let's see how this one works out. I'll take a partial once we are coming below this low. And the stop, I think up here is good. So basically a stop with like this and target partial down here. One contract buy and another one all the way down at this part. So I was good taking entry up here, right? $147 ticks, very nice. Very nice. 200 ticks, very nice. So I'm happy that we had a nice trade. I could have executed here, folks, but on stream, you know, like if I was trading alone, I would execute here. But before I take entry, I look at the chat and I see 228 people watching me. And either way, that was a good trade. So W in the chat. We started our week with a nice, good looking trade. Right, I was expecting this to work as a false breaker, but it worked very nicely. 200 ticks and CB. Look how we aligned higher time frame. Okay, I had a view to see price trending higher, right? Going, this is what I was looking as a draw. But see that I do not marry a narrative. I do not marry a bias. I have certain levels on chart. Okay, if price is going below this type of level, then price will possibly reverse. And it did here. So the trade was basically inversion confirmed the market structure, right? And very algorithmic delivery. So I'm just gonna mark it. Let me do some lipstick on chart. So there goes our breaker 1. I took this trade, this push higher from here and I got a partial on my evil, and I got like, I think that's a $1,500 delivery. Yeah, 200 ticks. So very nice. I think I'll be able to request a $2,000 payout today from Apex with this trade. And everything happened inside our 950 to 1010, and it's still delivering. Anyone holding? I don't hold more than 2 hours, but some of my students are good at holding. I see them like holding until a market maker sell model is completing. So there goes our first trade of the week, a winner. And see how calm I was. I missed a trade here, no worries. I missed another one here, no worries. And finally I got in. And that's what I always preach about, folks. Okay, if the trade is here, if I'm right, first of all, understanding the DOL, then very likely I will have a winning trade. There's nothing to worry about. There will be weeks I'll close in red, and I accept it because I already saw it, folks. Okay, I have a journal that tells me, okay, there are gonna be 2-3 weeks that I'm gonna be going in red, but those losses are gonna be mitigated if I only get one good week. So that was very nice. On my eval account, I took it as well. I closed it just now with 300 ticks of delivery down here, up here, down here. So basically, I also passed a 100k account from top step with this one. Very nice session today. So I'm gonna be closing it here, folks. Okay, Monday. And we got more than what I was targeting 100 ticks. I got 200 ticks, so basically I filled my target plus more, and inshallah I'll be able to request a payout of $2,000 from Apex today. So that's gonna be it for today, folks. I hope you guys found our today's stream insightful. Very nice. If I was like watching this stream, I would say that's a very insightful stream. We had a very nice reading at 9:30. We also had a good reading with a partial at 9:50. Then we got another trade at 9:50. So very nice. If you took this trade, I would recommend you to close your chart. Okay, keep your money, and we'll come back tomorrow, and inshallah this week will be very nice. It's the midweek of this month, right? So I performed really well at the middle of month. If you go and look at last month, my performance was very nice at the middle of March. We had like only 1 or 2 days losing, and rest of the days are like we were in profit. So we'll make back the money, folks. Okay, and with this saying, folks, I'm closing it. Watch this stream, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow we have a news at 9:15 and a news at 1:15. Paul will speak. So if I'll be careful looking for a trade at AM session. If I don't see any trade at AM session, so tomorrow we'll do a PM session, and we'll also tape read. We'll also look for a trade inside our 110 to 140 reversal macro. So tomorrow most likely we'll get 2 streams. We'll see. Until then, folks, take care. Good luck, good trading, and peace.